They're still that same person, so they think I cut them off. And I'm like, no, I didn't cut you off. I just cut the cycle that you're in off. I would get into my thoughts and I'm like, who am I? But now that I do know myself, I know who I want to be around. And it ain't you. Hey guys, it's Alex James. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. If you are brand new here, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and it will notify you every time I upload a new YouTube video. So I'm just gonna get right into this video. My entire life, even before the internet, I've always been asked,
all around me are familiar faces, worn out.
I'm not your friend anymore. Nah. Get up, say bye. Oh my god.
I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
and I would never really address the situation. The way I would always look at it is, I know my truth, they can know their truth, and if they don't want to talk to me about the truth, then... And I feel like a lot of people don't address situations that way. They just kind of either hold a grudge, manipulate their own truth, and then spread lies and rumors. Literally my whole life I have had different friend groups that I thought were my best friends, genuine friends. I would go to bat for these people. Like, there was other people in my life that was like, these people are just using you. And I'd be like, okay, you don't know them. So let me make my own choices. Let me make my own assessment. And sometimes your own choices and own assessments comes back and bites you in the butt. It bit me. Okay, bit multiple times, but it didn't kill me. Those people did not make my world fall apart. Okay, they made my world fall into place. Absolutely everything happens for a reason. The good, the bad, and the ugly. The way the Lord designed this universe. The oats that you sow out. The way you treat others, it comes back to you. And that's inevitable. People call it karma. I just call it the construction of the earth. And now it has taken me a long time to come to that realization. But at the end of the day, all I can do in my life is have my own bags packed. Okay? And that's whether I go into a friendship, a relationship, a marriage, any type of interaction with people, you need to have your bags packed. You cannot be expecting other people to pack your bags for you. And now I've always been the type of person, let me just go with the analogy, to help people pick up some of their clothes and put it back in their bags. I gave some people chances. Sometimes I gave those people second or third chances, but that was when I was younger, and then, you know, now I've learned. You can't control what they do. Now you know. Don't invest too much of your time into them. Don't invest too much of your energy in them. Don't invest too much of your wisdom into them. What I had learned is over my life, I'm a plug. Blow up. And I just have outlets everywhere. People just plug into me. I give and give and give, and then there's nothing left. And this, again, like, don't get anything twisted. This is not just internet people. In my early life, I didn't have money and everything to give, and I still had people taking advantage of my good nature and advice. Obviously, when I got on the internet, got recognized by the public and gained money, then the users did start to come. But the way some people used me, even during that time, it wasn't like, you know, red flag here, red flag there. I just feel bad for a lot of those people that I had come in contact with and called my friend. The more I was seen in the public eye, I was more seen as this strong persona. You know, again, life goes on outside of the camera, and I struggle just like every other person. And I feel like a lot of the people that I were coming into contact with only thought I was that person. There was a lot of times where I'm like, wait, do I have to be Alex James around? Like, I hate having to be on. I just like to relax. I like to chill. And not a lot of people are like that. The cameras are everything. Y'all see me, like, I go on hiatuses. Last one was like a 1.5 year long hiatus, but again, y'all already know I had to connect the mind, body, and soul. The main thing that I learned from interactions with people that I call my friends throughout my entire life, is to not take it personal. Now, not all the situations I processed and handled good. There have been some situations with some friend groups that I snapped, okay? Okay? But again, I've learned if somebody is happy within themselves, they are only going to want to see happy around them. If people see chaos within, and a lot of people don't see the chaos within themselves, but they create chaos in the friend group, steer clear from these people. And do not be that person, because I've been this person. Do not be that person to try to call out the chaos, and that is not your job. Let that person be chaotic, and if you love them, I mean, maybe you can send them a text, but they have to make their own mistakes in their life to learn from what they do and how to interact with people. Now, if you gotta stand up for yourself, stand up for yourself. It's gonna be a reoccurring thing. You are literally allowing this cycle to continue. I am the person that just doesn't cut you off, but I cut cycles off. They're still that same person, so they think I cut cut them off. And I'm like, no, I didn't cut you off. I just cut the cycle that you're in off. I've been in that cycle before and I've progressed from that. Only thing I can do is show you how I live. You can see the way I'm living if you really want to. Okay, no, Rihanna. Who am I to tell you what you need to do in your life? No, I just don't gotta be around it. And again, you got those people that really want you to tell them why you don't want to be around them. So then you go to the next step and tell them why you don't want to be around them. And then now you're judging them. It's a cycle. You've just now entered back into their cycle. And y'all, I have dealt with so many people like this. And it's exhausting. It is just so freeing to be away from it. And that doesn't mean to be alone, you know, but you need alone time. And there was times where I didn't want to be alone because I didn't know myself. I would get into my thoughts and I'm like, who am I? But now that I do know myself, I know who I want to be around. And it ain't you. No, I'm kidding. So again, the fake friends, the betrayal, X, Y, and Z that I have felt in my life from friends, I have just learned now to not take it personal. The way they're expressing things is probably the same way I would express things if I would have lived how they lived. I get it that it's so hard to not look at it that way. And again, I'm 26 years old and I'm not telling you I've always looked at it that way. Like, it's taken a lot of arguments and a lot of exhausting conversations to get to this point. So I say to those out there, fake friends, the future users that you are going to have into your life, if you ever feel that you are not progressing and all you're doing is handouts, honey, you got to hand to yourself first, okay? Because that's the only way you can truly help people is helping yourself. There are so many cycles that you don't even know are cycles. It's literally the thin line of love and lust. So are the life cycles of fake friends. Some of these people you would never know. And it's not necessarily up to you to point it out. You just wean yourself away. Wean yourself away. Okay, I've talked enough. So, love you guys. Hope this video helped someone out there. And I will see y'all in the next video.
You're not my friend anymore!